Hey, what is up everybody? 420 Guitar here, coming to you with another video. This video is going to be about Overwatch's update 2.16 patch notes. And this 2.16 update is the release of DOOMFIST on all platforms. So PS4 and Xbox One, basically. PC already had it. So if you didn't know, go check it out. DOOMFIST is available right now. Okay, so let's check these patch notes out. Okay, so the new hero, DOOMFIST, offense is equipped with charisma and ambition. DOOMFIST is a consummate tactician and one of the leaders of Talon, literally throwing down his gauntlet as he joins the fight. From his base in Nigeria, DOOMFIST is a commanding offense hero, equipped with hard-hitting melees, driven by belief that conflict is essentially to humanity's progress. He's committed to advancing his vision of the future, even if the agents of Overwatch disagree with his methods. DOOMFIST cybernetics make him highly mobile, powerful fighter. His primary attack is a hand cannon. This 4-shot weapon fires projectiles. DOOMFIST knuckles at one time. Secondary attack's a rocket punch. Delivers a devastating blow, knocking enemies back. Any opponent it connects with, and dealing extra damage if the enemy is hurled into a wall. The seismic slam smashes into a targeted area, knocking opponents toward him so he can deal further damage. His rising uppercut tosses enemies into the high into the air, while the passive ability, the best defense, grants him shields every time he uses one of his abilities against an opponent. Lastly, his ultimate ability, Meteor Strikes, causes him to leap in the air high and drop into a targeted area, dealing massive amounts of damage. So there you go, guys. That's a little bit more about DOOMFIST there. So go check it out. There's also loot box updates. We always want to experience the opening of a loot box to feel exciting and rewarded. In our latest patch, we're working to improve the experience in two key ways. First, we're drastically reducing the amount of duplicates you will receive when opening loot boxes. Second, to compensate for this reduction of duplicate items, we are also increasing the overall amount of credits you will receive from loot boxes. On average, you should be earning as many credits, if not slightly more, from loot boxes as you did prior to these changes. Okay, so that's pretty cool for the loot boxes. Let's go ahead and move on. So the new highlight options systems have received several major updates. The game will continue automatically generate highlights for you based on your recent gameplay. These auto-generated highlights, now categorized as today's top 5, will be surfaced on a daily basis and persist for a full 24 hours or until the game client is patched. Whenever it happens first, players can now generate their own highlights. The ability to capture 12 seconds of your own gameplay has been added to the game and can be bound to a single button of your choice. In the options menu under request highlights. These player generated highlights will be saved under the new section called recently captured and will persist until the game client is patched. Player can have up to 36 recently captured highlights stored at one time. With the above, players can now record any of their top 5 or recently captured highlights, exporting them as a video file to their gaming platforms, designated media library on console, or directly on PC. Or directly. On PC, it says players will... Let me see here. Okay. So it says on PC, players we'll also have the option to select the quality of these highlights are exported, supporting up to 4K for Windows 8 or higher operating systems, and up to 1080p on Windows 7. You can learn more right there at the at this link right there on the screen. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the general, whatever happened generally. Adjusted the respawn timing to limit defense stalling strategies when the offense team has a clear advantage and plays aggressively. Custom games and game browser. Clarified the text on the flag carrier options under the capture the flag settings for custom games. Remove the projectile speed and projectile gravity options for heroes who do not have projectile weapons. Minimum movement speed has been changed to 50%, formerly 10%. Players can no longer select Roadhog during limited 1v1 matches. So that's not good for you Roadhog guys out there. Okay, and so user interface. Added ability to create customized reticles. Reticle options can be found under the Controls tab in the Options on the Options menu. The name of Mercy's stethoscope spray has been changed to Heartbeat. Statistics gathered from 6v6 elimination matches will be added to statistics and career profile. Tie games will no longer be included in the win percentage calculation list under the player profile. Okay, so hero updates. Diva, defense matrix, new sound and effects, voice lines have been added, indicating when defense matrix has absorbed an enemy's ultimate ability. Genji's deflect, new sound effects, voice lines have been added, indicating when an enemy's ultimate ability has been deflected. For McCree, the flashbang stun targets are now slowed heavily, meaning they're less likely to escape while stunned, especially in the air. This change will make McCree's flashbang consistent against fast-moving targets like Genji or Lucio. Reaper, Shadow Step, sound effect, and VO dance has been reduced by 50%. Even though Shadow Step wasn't intended to be used as a way for players to teleport right next to an enemy without their knowledge, sound effects were audible from a distance that made the teleportation difficult from nearly anywhere. The change allows Reaper to be a bit more sneaky with his flanking options. Okay, and for Reinhardt, the Rocket Hammer swing speed increased by 10%. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not good for people against Reinhardt. In the last update, Reinhardt's Rocket Hammer had an issue that allowed players with higher latency to swing faster. We fixed this bug, which subtly made the swing speed feel too slow, so we're compensating by increasing his standard swing speed. During this process, we also found and fixed a few bugs with Rocket Hammer's hit registration. Overall, the hammer should feel much better. Okay, and with Zarya, the gravitation surge now disables mobility abilities on all affected targets. In the past, the abilities that allow heroes to escape Zarya's gravitation surge felt fairly arbitrary. We're cleaning this up and increasing graviton surge's overall power by rendering all movement abilities usable with an enemy's trap. And that's graviton for Zarya. Okay, so general bug fixes. Fix an issue preventing best in game stats from being updated. A bug that could cause interface incorrectly indicate that an enemy player has been hit when colliding with them. A bug that allows projectiles that would normally pierce shields to pass through other surfaces. And a bug that caused some players to lose audio during the match. So those have been fixed and taken care of. Let's go ahead and move on to competitive play. So for competitive play, fix a bug that caused players to get a lever penalty during off-season matches even after the in-game banner advised that it was safe to leave the match. Custom game and game browsers. Fix a bug that prevented players from being added to a custom game with 12 spectator slots. Fix the bug in custom game settings that prevented some heroes with self-healing from having a healing dealt modifier. And remove the projectile gravity slider from heroes who do not have abilities that are going to be affected by gravity. So some of these things are definitely going to help some people, especially if you've been having any issues with this, especially the heroes. That's definitely going to be good. Especially with like Reinhardt being able to swing a little bit faster and things like that. So hopefully these bug fixes are actually going to be good for you guys, and it makes the gameplay a little bit funner and a little bit more fair feeling anyway. Okay, so after the custom games and browser, let's go ahead and move on to the fixes for the heroes. Fixed a bug with Diva's call mech ability that allowed you to see her inside the mech before entering it. Fixed a bug that could cause eliminations from Junkrat's Total Mayhem and mislabeled in the kill feed. A bug that would cause Junkrat to use his ultimate call out when he is unable to use his ultimate. A bug that Roadhog's chain to latch onto Orisa's supercharger. A bug that allowed Sombra to take damage after activating her translocator. The sound effects on Reinhardt's Bloodheart, Backheart, and Wu Jing skins have been updated to reflect the use of An axe instead of a hammer. Fix a bug preventing Lucio from receiving the full speed boost when traveling backwards during a wall ride. Fix a bug that occasionally prevented Torbjorn from building and upgrading his turret. And fix multiple hit registration bugs in Reinhardt's rocket hammer. So it looks like they've been doing a little bit for Reinhardt to try to get the character, I guess, equaled out. Okay, and now moving on to the maps. Fix a bug on Icon Wall that prevented Soldier 76 from placing his biotic field in certain locations of Point A. A bug that caused AI-controlled players to perpetually move forward toward the objective on the Gardens Point and Oasis. A bug that prevented training bots from facing the right direction and returning to the original location after being moved from player interactions, practice range. A bug that was causing unusual camera angles, and a bug that caused Diva to fall through the floor while boosting. So those things have been fixed. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can go check out all the patch notes yourself, and it's at playoverwatch.com. You can check out the patch notes there. Anyway, the big news in here is actually Doomfist. So Doomfist is available right now, guys. It did launch with this update patch 2.16. So go check it out, go play, go have some fun. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you out there in Overwatch. Peace!